All right, welcome back to the Defining Moment. Amazing story. And I'm saying amazing because there is redemption in this story. But at this point, Apostle Njuguna is at a point where he is discovering how to get money to get deeper into his drugs, into drug abuse. And the deeper he gets, the worse the situation becomes. So Apostle, sasa umeenda shule ya mechanics.
That's right, yes.
So did you get the skill proper? Did you finish?
I never fully finished, but I got the skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I could repair cars.
Yeah.
Yes, I would open the carburetor, fix everything.
Right.
Yes, I was a quick runner.
Aha.
Yes, and that's when even when I got into drugs, I was very quick at it. The people who taught me, I ended up teaching them.
Wow.
Yes, I was very quick in the skills. So I was talking about Kibich now. Yes, so we began to take these taps. They were D5s. When you take D5s, you see everybody like a dwarf.
Wow.
You begin to fight everybody in the street. When you take these D5s, you begin to see, the whole world is just going around. You are not yourself anymore. And I remember now it became so bad because the time you take these pills, you begin to kupiga watu ngeta in a very rough way because you are not yourself.
Right.
Most people doing stuff and crazy things, they are under some influence. So I was under the influence of drugs. And I remember now, mahali paka unapiga choko ngeta.
Sasa
Choko unamwibia belt. Na belt yenyewe hata it makes sense.
Unajua Waswahili wanasema pwagu hupata pwaguzi.
Adi?
Pwagu hupata pwaguzi.
Ndio.
Pwagu ni mkora mwizi.
Yes.
Lakini pwaguzi ni mkubwa zaidi. Sasa wewe umekuwa pwaguzi.
Sasa sasa unaibia paka wale
wale wanajua.
Wale wenyeji sasa.
Wow.
Paka huko nikakuwa get into a place now. I was going the bad way.
Right.
Yes, because now you see, I've dropped out of school, become, I'm in the mechanic school, got some skill.
Right.
My father speaks to his friend somewhere in Donholm and gets me a job. And by that job, every time I got somewhere, I would study the area. And I will not miss somebody who is under the influence of some drug. The first person I'll speak to, nitanunua wapi, I will get the right person.
So you're saying, and I've seen this happen.
Yes.
You attract each other.
That's right.
Is that why
Yes.
people who are in drugs and alcoholism, is that why they are very good friends?
They are very good friends.
Yeah, because their friendship is on another level.
There is that peer pressure, there is that connection. And I remember anywhere, go with my dad somewhere, even in the village,
You
I
will
would get
find
the
someone.
ganja guy. Yes, and he will show me where to score. Even sometimes it's very high in a hill. You find the pedra where they stay. You get the praise. So I remember now, it got so bad that in this Donholm now, I discovered where to be buying my ganja, still doing the mechanic, and I discovered another skill. The minute that they send us to get the spare parts of the car, we begin to negotiate, get some fake receipts and get some money somewhere there. You get it? You get the materials, but get it in a different price, and you are given a receipt so you can get some money and you divide with the shopkeeper.
Yes.
So a con man.
Yes.
Yes, a con man. So that is how now I began to get some money and I began to get so high. I remember I used to go to a place they call in Ngara, Brilliant Hotel.
Right.
I was a ganja man. I was a Rasta man, listening to reggae music all night long. You see, hizo ndio zilikuwa chuo zangu. Huko ndio tulikuwa na akina Papa Lefty, Antonio Jazino, hizo ndio zilikuwa mtaa.
So hiyo reggae pia inakufanya unakuwa aire zaidi.
Ilikuwa inanifanya aire zaidi, lakini saa hii tunaimbia reggae za Yesu.
All right.
Yes, sir. So it became so bad. And my parents saw that this young man is going to die in Kenya.
Exactly.
Because sometimes I remember I would miss, hata nilimiss kupigwa gun mara kadhaa hapa tao. Mabeste zangu wakauliwa. And I remember now I keep escaping.
Right.
I tell people I met the love of God before I met the God of love.
You just repeat that again.
Yes, I met the love of God
Yeah.
before I met the God of love. Because his love was keeping me even when I didn't know him.
He was
Yes.
preserving you for
Preserving me
something.
for something, you know, because ninaona huyu besti aliuliwa na ingakuwa ni mimi, lakini somewhere nikaponyea.
Right.
Somewhere nikaponyea hiyo kisanga. Yeah. So I kept on escaping these situations
Yeah.
whereby I would have been the victim.
That's true.
Yes.
And at this time you're of course into crime.
In crime, yes, already here in Nairobi.
So mulikuwa mnaiba.
Yes. Now I became like nilikuwa napenda ngeta. We used to put a wood, a wood and tie it with rubber bands and get somebody. Yes, and hang them and take what they have. And I remember now I discovered something different. I used to go to the pub. When the people are in the dance floor, my job was to put pills in their alcohol.
Oh no.
So by the time they come from the dance floor and take their
Bricks, umewekea mchele.
ni shawa. Saa wakipiga, wakienda zao home natoka nao. Au ngeta ilikuwa inaingia tu rahisi sana.
Because of course they are weak.
They are weak already. Washaingia mahali unataka.
Wow.
Washaingia mahali unataka. So by the time you hold them, they are ready to go. Unamrarisha tu kidogo tu. Alafu unachukua unaishia. Lakini so
what did this money do to you? Because you used to collect a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of
money. Did you build a house?
But this money was just getting high. Yeah, wow. It was just to get high. You wouldn't even buy anything with the money.
Wow.
Yes, it's vanity because it was not helping me to progress in life.
The devil is such a liar.
He's a liar.
You get into crime to get money to service the
Yes,
addiction.
That's right, to service the addiction. Wow. And I serviced that addiction in a serious way. I remember even my family is a witness, my sister, I remember I used to come home, get uncooked meat and begin to eat.
Wow.
You would follow the steps to my room, blood everywhere. I came not knowing myself, eating uncooked food, eating uncooked meat. There is blood all over my room. And I didn't know myself. I couldn't know how I got home. That was my situation. Now it became so bad that in the streets of Nairobi, by the time I would pass out, I would pass out, and sometimes I would lose my shoes. I would find myself in the morning, no shoes, get my way home. And my mother was a prayer warrior.
That's, you know, these mothers.
She never gave up. Yes.
You know, I've had stories where
yes,
mothers kept standing
yes,
for their boys and for their children. And we just appreciate
all
the mothers
yes,
in the world. There is something about mothers.
That's right.
That is so powerful.
So powerful. Can you imagine coming home those early hours and find my mother, she's still making breakfast.
Amazing. Still loving you.
Yes,
in your desperate state.
Yes, even not asking where did you spend the night. She's just welcoming. And that love kept touching me. You know, that love kept ministering to me.
But there's also something else about it.
Yes.
Did you used to torment your mother?
In
terms of when she is hurt, you feel better. Was that something that happened to you?
No, it's like I was not myself.
Yeah.
Yes, I was under the influence. You know, I made them cry. I made the whole family cry. You see, I made them cry. But for me, I didn't know better.
Right.
You know, an addict is pinned down to a place where they cannot lift themselves.
Wow.
There are many addicts that want to stop, but they have to know a power that is above that other power.
Come on.
Because you find somebody wants to quit. They go from rehab to rehab.
Yes.
And then they are back on the same thing. They want to stop, but they are pinned down to that addiction. And this is where I was. Because every time I wanted to be better, I wanted to make better, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
I kept going in the same situation. And Anthony, it kept getting bad. Before I left Kenya now, my parents saw that I'm going to die in this country.
Right.
So they decided we're going to take him far from this place. Because I have done everything. I've done everything. I have baggled. I began now going around the places I used to take hizi manguo zimeanikwa. Nachukua napeleka kwa mama chang'aa. mandoo na kila kitu napeleka huko. Before I left this land, I remember I went to one of the lady that was selling us chang'aa. She was called Connie. I was her customer. This time I didn't have money. I knew my flight is leaving the next day. So I told Connie, I had a fake camera. It just takes flash. So I told Connie, leo nataka kukupiga mafoto.
Sorry, before you even tell us that story.
Yes.
So there's the art of lying.
The art of lying.
That comes with the addiction,
That's
right?
right. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Utachora msee na utapata hizo do. Kile unataka utapata. Nikaanza sasa nikamseti nikacheki huyu atatokaje kitu. How will I manage? And nilikuwa nataka nikuwe hairi. Nilikuwa najua kesho mimi ndio huyo. Nitaambia Kenya kwa heri, ninajua bye bye to poverty. Nilikuwa naona nitaenda nikuwe mdosi. Nikuwe milionea.
There was hope.
Yeah, hope.
Right there.
Yeah, there was hope. Sasa mama Connie nikamwambia, alikuwa mtoto watatu, nikamwambia kuja kwanza na firstborn. She came na firstborn, nampiga flash, namwambia
sorry.
Nampiga half.
Wewe unajua tu ni maflash
na mtu alina flash na hii nitakunywa jiki.
So your reward right there was the chang'aa.
Chang'aa.
Ndio kwa aire.
Sisi zinaletwa, alikuwa anataka picha za memory.
Family photo.
Family photos. Hiyo jatoka poa, keti na huyu hapa, nampiga ingine. Hiyo ni jiki.
What goes through your mind? Unajua hizi vitu haziende.
Naona imeshika. Ni kupilot, wazeva kupilot. Zimeshika.
Oh my.
Sasa ndio pale nikaona hii nimezikwenda, hata sijui nilifikaje home, nilikuwa nime blackout.
Wow.
Anatoa jiki sasa, shika watu watatu na wapiga zile mafresh. Na mimi najua kesho ninaenda the land, hautanipata.
Siko hizo photo utangoja sana.
Atangoja hata wa leo. So this was the life now. Became a con man. Stole from home. Began to cause people to cry.
Right.
The neighbors to cry. Manguo ameanika usiku wazipati asubuhi. Vilai zinaenda. Kuna siku hata karibu niuliwe hapa tao. Nimeenda, nimeingia ghetto fulani, nimesanya huko, kumbe huko wako macho. Napigwa mob justice. Blood everywhere. Now the things that you are stealing,
right,
they are not even variable. They are not variable. It's like to be filled with the powers of darkness. And yes, and it went getting worse and getting worse.
All right.
But now I will share with you how I began to inject it. Because in Kenya I was in class C, class B, and how I entered class A drugs.
Right, hold it right there. So you see, this program has to end here, but this is just a part 1. We'll do a part 2 where now he gets into hard drugs.
Hard drugs.
Really hard drugs. And then now you have to travel to the UK.
That's right. And
now, the reason for you traveling to the UK is that you get salvation from the drugs.
That's right.
You actually got deeper.
I got so deep.
Oh my.
So deep until I got mentally ill.
All right. Let's not give everything away.
Yes.
So we will be sharing again with the Apostle Joseph Njuguna. He's done a number of books. This one is called The Hidden Traps in Drugs.
Yes.
There's also another one right here.
Yes. Jesus defeats heroin.
Jesus defeats heroin. So we will share more about these books again in our next episode of this program. And you know what? If you have a child who is under the influence of drugs, this is a conversation you want to hear. And you know that this might be an opportunity for you to find help. Or if you're a parent and probably you're an adult, you're in the same place, this is a program you want to watch again next week. So thank you very much, Apostle, for joining us today.
Amen.
We will continue next week.
Amen.
And thank you for sharing your powerful testimony and what God did for you.
Amen. And in case somebody would need prayer.
Oh yeah. We can share a contact right now so that we begin this. Any contact you want to share?
Anybody that would want to reach us and they want prayer for their children, the number is 0703 21 4470.
Just take that again.
0703 214470.
All right.
Yes.
So you can reach him on that number. We take a break for this week. We will meet you again next week, and definitely that will be a blessing to you. Baraka Tele, and see you.